Shavi FS Hub. Let's look at GBP AUD on daily time frame. We want a clear directional bias. We have looked at the monthly time, the weekly time frame, and we are getting a buy signal. But why sometimes using the weekly charts can really be too much is because of the price movement on weekly. They are usually very difficult to read. And so sometimes we get reading weekly time frame and we come down to daily time frame to make corrections. And so here I want to focus on my floor and my roof. I want to focus on my floor. And you see how easy sometimes. You see, focusing so much on one pair can make you lose in the bigger picture of the market. This is one lesson we have learned in Shabby FSO. Randomly check out all pairs. There are pairs that could change your life. It's not just focusing on one thing. You see, GA trade was so easy that even if you are not a trader, you can easily make a profit. Even if you're not a trader and you understand demand and supply. Look at what happened here in 2023 December. Okay, let's say you don't know anything about it and you see price establish here and you manage to know something about trend line. The two have given you an opportunity to trade a win in the month of October and a win in December just by drawing a single line. So sometimes we must learn to look at other pairs to see what they are doing. But GA has really simplified itself, and after looking at the structure carefully, then we can now tell you that GA will be on a bullish path. In 2025, we're making a prediction that the British economy will continue to squeeze Australian dollar. So it is what it is. And let's look at our roof. It's our roof. Now we have a floor and a roof. So you see price updating here, supply roof, supply roof, supply roof, break out of a supply roof, especially the body of a week, a daily candle. Here we had a rejection, a whole daily rejection closing below the trend line, descending trend. This trend actually started running from the weekly. So we cut it short for purpose of clarity. So this is what we have, and it is what it is. So let's look. We have another structure from here. So this is now our roof. There's a clean breakout from the roof. So even if in a worst case scenario, the worst price can do is to come down to retest a broken roof. That's the worst price can do is to come down completely here and retest it. But let's look at it again. Let's clone this structure and see what we get by cloning the structure. The market is well calibrated. After we have another break of structure at this level, we have here the supply roof, a break of a daily supply roof, and a possible retest to a broken supply roof becomes a demand floor. Remember, our strategy is based on demand and supply, break and retest, and the fundamental analysis. Does it work all the time? It's not 100%. So this is where discipline comes in. Then we have here break of a demand floor and what they call manipulation. This is not manipulation, this is market structure. The price came here to retest a broken demand floor and returned again to retest the supply roof. Remember, a break of a demand floor, what they call manipulation, this is not manipulation because the market is well calibrated. After price updating a floor from January 2024, July 2024, October 2024, and November 2024, we clone the structure. When we clone the structure to the next available break of structure, you will see that we have a very clean price action at this level. And if we clone the structure again, then we want to maintain the angle of trade. So the market is still open. This market will complete its bullish part at this level. So this is very, very orthodox trading strategy. And at the moment, we do not put any indicator, and we do not want any indicator at the moment. But we are going to look at MACD and the RSI divergent indicator. So today we are going to look at them, and we are going to incorporate two or three structures with MACD, and also look at RSI divergent indicator. The first thing we look at is the structure of the market before incorporating any other thing. So this is what we have. So I'm going to change the color to black after cloning the roof. So these are the two cloned roofs. We are maintaining the same trend angle. We are maintaining it. So you can see how the price reacted. So this is the floor and this is the roof. This is the completion of this channel. Now we have updated the floor 1, 2, 3, 4, and the roof only one. And the first uh, the first roof that gave us this current price action was from here. So we want this price to continue to come until this place. This is when this rally will complete. And there you begin to see British pounds above $2 mark. This is very much possible. And if you are in doubt, I have another price action at this level. We have another price action at this level where we have a clean break of structure, a very clean break of structure. I will change the color to red. So at that level, I will also explain it and why that area becomes a litmus test for buy. We have here as a demand floor. We have here as a break of a demand floor and a possible retest. The two lines has given us an ascending trend line. Without this point, without this resistance at this level and this demand floor, we cannot have an ascending trend line. So the both of them are giving us an ascending trend line, an intersection at an ascending trend line. Now we have when price return here is respected with respect of a previous demand floor becomes a supply roof for bearish move and price respected it. Now break of that supply roof, price returns here on demand. And price tapped into liquidity because it's a long-term descending trend line and respected the descending trend line and came down broke the structure. After breaking the structure, it broke a demand floor. It couldn't go back because a broken demand floor becomes a supply roof. And price tested again. Then came down to the floor. It came down to the floor peak liquidity because it's a long-term ascending trend line running from December 2023 and we tested in July 2024. And he came again. He has no choice and respected in October 2024 and came back November. So it's a long term. So this becomes an institutional trend line. Now we want to know what is the angle of trade. When we get the angle of trade, all we did is just to clone. If you clone this structure and you bring it to where we have a break of structure, it gives us this price action, even without trading. So this is what they call manipulation, but it's not manipulation. It gives you a perfect sniper entry. This sniper entry is a break of this previous high, August 2023. It breaks the structure. If you look at it, look at this high here. It breaks the structure by a reasonable peak. And when price return again, based on the trend angle is the same, and price reacted at the same place. At the same place it reacted. So on technical, what we expect is that if we manage to sustain this level by the week open, then price will continue to trade up. Then we have another evidence again. In fact, we have three evidence. Then we have here as a resistance structure, break of a resistance structure. Price came here as a demand floor and upticked. Then came what happened again? Price broke the demand floor, but how about the descending trend line? It's a retest. You can see the structure on daily. Here is a resistance structure, break of a resistance structure, price came here on retest. That retest was a coincidence with the roof. This is a broken, a horizontal um, demand floor. Look at the horizontal demand floor when price came back and double confluence, it respected the structure and up. And finally, when price came down, it broke the demand floor, but it did not invalidate the analysis completely because we have a descending trend line. So that descending trend line, price came here to respect it on double confluence. Here we have an ascending trend line, a strong structure. So at this place, we have here double confluence. You can see, look at the structure. From here, bottom, demand floor, break of a demand floor, retest. The two structure giving us ascending trend line. When price retest, it respected the supply roof again, respected the supply roof, break of a supply roof, demand floor, respect the demand floor for uptick. Price came down, broke demand floor, respect supply roof, break of a supply roof, price returns on demand, respect, continuous respecting the structure. So when price returns, they have no option because we have here double confluence, a descending trend line and an ascending trend line. And to back it up, we also have a horizontal structure. A horizontal structure at this level. So this also adding to our bullish bias for GA. So let's change the color. So at this level, you found that there is a strong daily horizontal demand structure here that was previously messed, broken, but when price returned, respected it. So coming week is going to be a buy. So look at what we have here. Two descending trend line, DTL. Let's mention them so that you can feel free to challenge our analysis. And this is ATL. It's an ascending trend line, and the other one is a descending trend line. Where they both meet becomes a point of confluence. So we have here an ascending trend line and a descending trend line. The ascending trend line, look at the price action at this level. Very clean price action. Very, very clean. Very clean price action. And look at what it has done. And for the reason why these trades were gotten for free, it is from cloning the trend angle of our floor. This becomes our demand floor. The demand floor is an institutional demand floor because of its characteristics, holding price for more than 4 times. And every time price returns to the floor, it's a long-term buy idea. It takes a whole long time before price return. And we have here as a break of structure. Here as a RS level, resistance becomes support on break of structure. And a repetition of the same RS level. And the break of RS level returns price to SR. Support becomes resistance on break of structure. And we have here a break of demand floor returns price to RS. And this is as well a retest candle. And these two structures have given us an ascending trend line. Ladies and gentlemen, when price return, now you begin to see here as a retest candle and as well resistance becomes support on break of structure and as well a retest candle. So I will label it RT. So this is not just retest become support on break of structure, it's also a retest candle. And the price came again, did the same thing on the same principle and sold off again. All retest candle and also RT, the all retest resistance becomes support and as well a retest candle. So what we have here is that 1.9943 has defended price on confluence. You have an ascending trend line ATL and a descending trend line DTL have held price. And we also have a midterm daily break of structure where price formed the resistance structure here, a break of a resistance structure, price return by stopping it on this demand floor 200287, right upswing again and create a structure. Without this stoppage at this level, we cannot have this structure. This descending trend line was gotten from 2 points. The resistance at this level and the demand at this level gave us a descending trend line. And when the bullish candle came down by Thursday, Friday picked buy impulse. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will continue to buy. Now the issue is going to be how will price break this supply roof? Because there's a supply roof at this level, which this is where fundamental analysis comes in. We need a strong fundamental analysis to be able to break that structure. It's a purpose structure, so we want to see how price will break 2.00287 level because it now becomes now becomes a resistance to upswing. So for us to enjoy, there must be strong fundamental analysis that will break that structure. That will break that structure so that price will continue to trade in line with Friday price action, and we want to see that happen. We want to see that happen. So you already see that. So if price can manage to break here and come back here, then you see price look up on a possible retest or in a mission to break here, then go high to complete the bullish channel. If that happens, then you see that the bullish channel has been tested twice after the first test at the roof. So this is what we want to see. From the roof, we have one. So if we return here, we're going to have two tests. And on the bottom, we have test one, we have test two, we have test three, we have test four. So this is what we see. And look at the worst that can happen. The worst case scenario is to see price. Let's say we have a strong fundamental analysis. The price might drop and you come to this area where you have a potential buy opportunity. But I do not see this possible. The reason I do not want to see this possible is that the floor has been updated on multiple times. The floor has been updated multiple times. The bullish channel need to be felt, and we only have one feeling from the roof. So price returns here will make a decent sense to see that the British pounds, appreciates higher than Australian dollar in first quarter of 2025. These are daily. Then we're going to look at 4 hours. In 4 hours, then we are going to pull out economic calendar for the week. Then we see other economic dockets from British pounds and Australian dollar. Then we are going to match it with their 10-year, 30-year bond yield between British pounds and Australian dollar. Then we'll draw a final verdict, open up the market, having known and having a clear directional bias as to where GBP AUD is headed.